Hi, welcome back to Book Buzz. I'm Dustin, a librarian at the Sewickley Library. Tonight the Grammy Awards are on the air, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about some of the biographies and memoirs that we have here in our collection at the Sewickley Library of musicians that have won Grammy Awards. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And the first book I wanted to talk about is called Life, and it's by Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. This 2010 autobiography of the famous Rolling Stones lead guitarist recounts his almost 50 years as a rock star. The book is told chronologically from his working-class upbringing in London to forming his style, influences, and sound, and the forming of the band with his childhood friend Mick Jagger. The book goes beyond sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and Richard recounts many of the classic Stones songs and how they were created, even getting into the chords and musical structure of the songs. The next book I wanted to mention is Paul Simon, The Life by Robert Hilburn. This 2018 book is based on extensive interviews between Los Angeles Times writer Hilburn and Paul Simon, as well as friends, family, and collaborators. The book attempts to explore the man and get beyond the public image of Paul Simon. The book goes behind the scenes at recording sessions and how Simon and musicians went about creating iconic beats and riffs. The book also, of course, chronicles the many collaborations and eventual fallouts with Art Garfunkel. Chronicles Volume 1 by Bob Dylan is one of my favorite musical biographies. This 2004 autobiography is rather short compared to the first two I've mentioned. The book is a narrative style and easy to read as Dylan explores his formative years coming up from Minnesota to New York City in the early 60s. Dylan recalls with good detail the key individuals of the folk music scene in the 60s. He also shows his appreciation and influences from other musicians like Hank Williams and Woody Guthrie. Chronicles focuses on three specific periods in Dylan's career: 1961, 1970, and 1989. Hopefully there's going to be a Volume 2 someday. Born to Run, an autobiography by Bruce Springsteen, is the next title I'm going to talk about. This autobiography is another long one, over 500 pages. Springsteen's loose and rambly style delves into his blue-collar New Jersey upbringing, how his E Street Band broke out in New Jersey in the 70s, and the decades of touring success and fame that followed. Next, I do have a couple of new books that came out in the last year that you might be interested in that are from country stars that are also Grammy Award winners. The first one is called Me and Sister Bobby by Willie and Bobby Nelson. The book is a co-written biography of Willie and his sister Bobby, who is also an accomplished piano player and musician and who's been playing on albums and live with Willie since the 70s. Alternating chapters are written from Willie and Bobby's perspective and recollections of the past, from their rural upbringing in Abbott, Texas, and Willie's music career, from playing bars to working as a radio DJ and experiencing some success as a songwriter early on. The Nelsons are both very open about success and failures in their personal and private lives, not afraid to share stories of failed marriages, infidelity, and heavy drinking. The last book I want to briefly mention today is a brand new biography by Dolly Parton, and it's called Dolly Parton's Songteller, My Life in Lyrics. This isn't a straightforward biography, and if you're looking for it, it's actually cataloged in the music collection in nonfiction. Dolly and her collaborator, Robert Orman, display the full lyrics of 175 of her songs, along with the inspiration and story behind each of the songs. This book is larger format, it's easy to flip through without reading cover to cover, and includes lots of pictures. That's it for now. Hopefully there was something there that you might be interested in picking up the next time you're in the library. Ask a librarian for help or check the catalog, and we'll see you next week.